It's your girl T here, back with the Sunday/Monday vidya. I know you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day because we're tea timers. It's absolutely what we do. Our affirmation of the day is I am the best. We're the best. We're tea timers. It's just what we do. I think I used I am the best last time, but I just love it. We're the best. We're perfect. We're amazing. We're everything. I wanted to talk to you guys about embodying the state of what you're desiring. So, embodying the state, by that, what I mean is, are you actually practicing what you preach, essentially? In your mind, if you're affirming for money, are you acting like you have money, or are you acting like a poor person? And I know y'all are going to say, well, I only have $5 in my bank account right now. How can I act like I have money? Because when I go to the till, my debit card's going to reject. That's acting like a poor person. That's acting like someone who isn't financially fiscal. So you don't have to spend money to act like you have it. When you go into the store, are you practicing what I told you guys about? Looking at things, pointing at them and saying, I can afford that, I just don't choose to. Are you going into the store and telling your brain, because remember y'all, your subconscious can't see what's real and what's fake. So if you go into the store and you tell your brain, I can afford that, but I choose not to buy it. I can afford that, but I choose not to buy it. When you circulate any kind of money, you're going through fast food with your last dollar. Are you saying every dollar I circulate comes back to me tenfold? We're training our brain into the mind of being a rich person. We're also training our brain into the mind of being whatever desire it is that we are acquiring. So if you're manifesting an SP, are you waking up every day thanking yourself for having the most perfect partner? Are you waking up every day checking their Instagram and Facebook and complaining to yourself about how they blocked you, or they're messaging somebody else, or they're not returning, they're leaving you on red? I hear that one all the time. That's acting out of a spot where you don't have your person and you're essentially energetically chasing them. You are chasing after them as if they're running away from you, and you don't have the control and power in this situation. You are with your SP, meaning when you wake up in the morning, you can roll over in bed and thank them for being the best partner in the world. Every time you look at your phone, you're so happy that they texted you, even if it's your best friend, your mom, your dad, whomever. If your brain cannot tell the difference between real and fake, you are feeding it fake news because you're assigning a story to something that doesn't exist, except it's working against you. You're telling yourself you're poor, you're broke, your SP doesn't want you, they want somebody else. You have the advantage here. Your brain is just recording whatever you tell it, and you're consistently choosing to tell it the story of that you're not getting what you want. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, after I got off work, I made a bunch of money, which is great. I expect to. I always tell myself that I make a certain amount of money, and it has happened naturally, easily, effortlessly, because I've consistently told myself that. And I was going to take the money, because what I do is I have a check and then I have gratuities. So I was going to take the gratuities and just use it for groceries as opposed to using my check. I have recently started watching this comedian named Matt Rife. I think he's hilarious. And I don't go to a lot of shows, concerts, what have you, because I don't fan out on people. But I just seriously think he's hilarious. And I love a good comedy show. So I was looking him up on Wikipedia just to see like his age and what he's all about, just to find out a little information about him. And it popped up that he's coming to my city next year. And the tickets were available for pre-sale, and they were the cheapest, according to the internet, that they were going to get. Now, for me and my son to go, it's going to cost $500. And if this was the old self-concept of me, where I have to watch every penny and worry about every dollar I spend, I would have thought about this decision for the next 2 weeks and not bought the tickets. But I looked at the tickets and was like, they're just going to keep going up, so I might as well get them while they're hot. And I just bought the tickets within 2 seconds. And I turned to my son and I was like, we're going to see Matt Rife. And he was like, cool, thanks, Mom. That is the mentality of somebody that's not scared money's going to not show up again. I wanted something, I got it, and it happened. It was done. I didn't think about it again because I'm like, oh, that money will just get replaced in a couple days, if not sooner. I don't worry about that anymore. As opposed to the me of 2 years ago, where I would have been counting every dollar and I would have been like, oh, if I save for the next, couple months, maybe I can get it. But that would be counterproductive, because in 3 or 4 months, it's probably either the show's going to be sold out or the tickets are going to be way higher. And if you're watching this and you're saying to yourself, that's nice that you could buy those tickets, but what if you don't have the money at the time when you want to buy something that you want to go see? That's when you have to start living internally. Oh, I can get these tickets. That's cool. They're going to be cheaper for me in 3 months when I go to buy them. That's amazing. Let alone, I always get unexpected money. So these tickets will show up for me within the next couple of days. I know I'm going to get these tickets no matter what my reality shows me. You have all the control. There's a million ways to get shows to a concert for free. There's a million ways that money can come into you. There's a million ways your SB can show up for you. You guys are stuck in the 3D on how they have an Instagram status with somebody else. They're talking to next girl or guy. This is happening. They can change their status like that. They could decide tomorrow that you're the best thing that ever happened to them and ditch the person and come back to you. Your school could call you in the morning and say, oh, we made a mistake with your application. You're in for fall 2023. Circumstances are malleable, meaning they can shift within a day or two. I told you all of this before. The whole world got shook a couple of years ago because COVID hit and concerts were canceled. Things were moved forward. Performers weren't able to do their skits. But what happened? The world adapted and evolved to the new way of life. Y'all have to adapt and mold to your new way of thinking. Just because you can't see the way something is going to unfold in your favor doesn't mean it's not possible. So when you decide to go on this manifestation journey, you have to have blind faith that things are going to meticulously work out in your favor. And that's why we give you all these tools to get where you need to go. Because if you start building up your belief in manifestation by seeing things manifest on a small scale, you will eventually believe that manifestation is real. And even if you don't believe it's real, say you're a master manifester every day. Do you think when I first started consciously manifesting, I believed that my YouTube channel would go over 1,000 views when 3 people were watching, that I would have a new car given to me for free, that I would have money coming in all the time, that I could go on for days? Do you think any of these things seemed possible to me when I was first starting? I just watched YouTube coaches and I believe what they said, because I was like, the worst that could happen is my life gets a little bit better than it is right now. And when it started getting way better than it was at the moment, then I started, believing more. And it became easier for me. But when I first started, your belief is like here, because we have been trained through the world that you have to see something in order to believe it, where we're believing in something that isn't here yet, and it's happening for us because we're believing in it. When I tell you all, if you live in the 4D as opposed to the 3D, you will see things unfold in the most natural, easy way. I'm telling you the truth because I've done it. I'm doing it. I will always do it. So stop as best you can focusing on the circumstances that you see in the 3D. Those are ever changing. All you need to believe to be a master manifester is that you have the power to change your world by affirming, scripting, declaring, living in the wish fulfilled, what have you, and it will happen. You just have to be consistent in believing that you will get what you want. You just have to be consistent. And whether it's you don't believe at first and you build up the belief, or whether you never believe in manifestation until miraculous things happen for you by you consistently manifesting, it doesn't matter how you get to the end result. Just be in the end result. Be in the end result. Forget who they're talking to on Instagram. Who cares if the school said no to you? Who cares if your car looks like it's miles away because you're taking the bus? If you have $2 in your bank account, tomorrow you could have millions. Trust and believe. If you do the work, the rest will follow. I love y'all. Have yourselves a beautiful Monday. And remember, I love you, but not as much as y'all should be loving yourselves. Take care. We will talk to you soon. Bye.